You currently locked into the coldest podcast in the land. It's your boy, B. Jones, a.k.a. Bolo, and you know when I'm pulling up to the porch. I can't pull up without my dog.
What's going on, y'all, man? It's your main man, Big Smitty, a.k.a. D-Nice. You heard what Bolo just said. This is the Porch. Welcome.
Started on the porch.
We back. Bolo's back. You left me last week, big dog. I did an episode solo dolo. The people thought I was going to be nervous. They thought I was going to be shook, but I handled it like a G. But I'm so glad that you back because it wasn't the same, man. How you doing, brother?
Hey, brother, I'm back. I'm better. Glad you held it down on that island, my bro. You know what they say, man. I'm back. I got a tan right now. You know what I'm saying? I feel like when you dark skin, you can't really keep getting no darker. Like, I really don't be messing with the sun. Like, I don't know.
Got darker, my guy.
Black people love to go out and get sun, like, and get tan. And like, I'm like, well, I'm black. I don't need a tan. I don't need to get darker, bro. I don't need none of that. But of course I came back. I came from Florida. I got darker and I'm like, shit, like, we got still the whole summer in front of us, bro, before I get to kind of get some of the darkness off of me. So
how was it though, man? I told the Porch I said, if you see Bolo and Kayla down there, I said, do not mess with them. They're trying to get some alone time together. If you see them in the distance, you can speak and wave, but leave them alone. Did y'all have a good time?
That's a fact, bro. Yeah, bro. We definitely got some R&R, bro. Taking a trip without the young ones, and we went to Orlando, went to Epcot, did the drinking around the world thing. Drinks from Canada. Drinks from Mexico, drinks from Japan, just all types of different drinks that come, from those different parts of the world. It was cool, man. Super lit. It was super hot out there, but we had a good time. Got my old ass on a roller coaster. Probably ain't been on a roller coaster probably in probably about six to 7 years, bro. And when I'm telling y'all, when I got on this roller coaster and the shit got to dropping and twisting and twirling, once I got off the roller coaster, it took me about 10 minutes to just recenter myself. Like, my whole equilibrium was just out of whack, bro. And somebody was like, bro, that's how you know you're getting old, where you just have to, like, really recenter yourself after getting off the roller coaster. I literally sat down, bro, and I had to
think about everything.
Everything, like, allow my brain to, like, kind of settle back in, my stomach, everything, bro, for a good 10 to 15 minutes.
Was you scared a little bit? Keep it a bean.
I was, bro, a little bit. I was, I ain't scream, but, a couple of, just to kind of, help with the butterflies in my stomach a little bit, kind of take some of that away. But it was good though, man. Orlando, it's a fun city. Obviously they advertise it a lot, did a lot of walking. Also went to like an igloo bar, went into this spot, about 18 degrees in there. We was going in and out. I feel like you only can be in there for about 10 to 15 minutes at a time before it's non-enjoyable because it's too cold, but it's easier to drink in there though.
Now, when you go in, because I went to one very similar in Vegas. Now, when I went to one in Vegas, they actually gave us like little coats to put on.
Yeah.
Is it the same thing there?
Yeah, so we got a coat. I didn't want to, be extra and put on a fur coat. So they give you the option of putting on like a medium coat, but then you can upgrade and get like a fur coat. So I'm like, I can just throw on a little jacket and go in there. I ain't trying to really
trying to be hard. I'm from Chicago, you feel me?
I'm used to
the cold.
But shit, cold is cold though. You can't really get too much used to it though. But it was a good time though, man. We had a couple drinks in there. It's all about the DJ, y'all. Like, don't nothing else matter. Like, if the drinks is pouring, you got a decent DJ, everything else will make its way. So they did a good job of that, man. So shout out to the Ice Bar in Orlando. Y'all did y'all thing. And yeah, man, we're gonna have to pull back up.
I love that, man. And like you always say, man, I know you 10 toes right now. God is good. As always, all the time, man. So I'm just happy that you're back here. You made it back safe, and ready to do another great episode, my guy. Another great episode.
Sir, we back in the saddle.
Yeah, we back in the saddle, man. Got a shout out to our sponsor, Bet Online, man. Listen, if you're trying to gamble, you're trying to make some money, trying to make $1, go to Bet Online for all your sports betting needs, man. Use the promo code BELIEVE. That's BLEAV, BELIEVE, to get 50% plus on your welcome bonus. But man, we got a lot to dive into, a lot of topics, a lot of stuff that has went down. But first, Bolo, I want to start with some Porch news. I know you got some news for us today. Can we dive into it? And let's see what's going on in the news today.
Porch family, get into this. All right. So this story is so crazy. I'm gonna give y'all the rundown, right? So check this out. A man fakes his own death and then shows up to his own funeral to teach his family a lesson. So we're going to get into it. So a Belgian man named David Barton, he orchestrated his own death. He's a popular TikToker, so he collaborated with his wife and his children to stage the hoax. So the children even went as far as making a social media post to mourn the loss of their dad. So obviously, everybody shows up expecting a traditional ceremony. Attendees were surprised when David pulled up to his own funeral in a helicopter. That's right, a fucking helicopter, right?
That's
So
crazy.
obviously, some of the attendees were bewildered. Some were happy to see him. A lot of mixed emotions. But he said he did it because he felt unappreciated. Now, Porch family, what would you do if somebody did this to you?
Man, first of all, this is crazy as hell. This is another example of people will do anything to go viral, anything to be popular online. I get he's already a popular influencer. He probably thought it was funny. I know you say he was trying to prove a point, but godly, there's a lot of other ways and other methods you can do to prove a point, not faking your death, because that shit too serious. We didn't been through too many real funerals and real deaths and situations. If that happened to me and my family, they are cut off for the rest of their life, probably.
Come on.
And I'm somebody who I'm usually forgiving. I give people second chances, but for you to go through a full plan like that, you brought in your immediate family to follow through with it and had the kids post and mourn about your loss. It's like, bro, it's like, no, it's a wrap, bro. I'm pissed off. I might have spent money on a fucking all black suit or something to come to the funeral. I've been crying, sad. I didn't took PT off. People probably done travel.
PTO, I ain't think about that.
People done travel Bolo from different cities to come to this funeral.
Money.
And you over here using it as a joke? Man, hell no, bro. I'm hot. I'm beyond hot. I'm on fire.
And one thing you said too, which is a good point, bro, is like, bro, life is already too hard for you to be faking your death. Like everything is just there's so much shit that's out of our control and so much shit that we can't handle, each and every day. And for you to fake your own death, it's like, damn, bro, like that's just another, stressor that I didn't need at that time. You know what I'm saying? Right. Especially for a black person. You can't, like, obviously this is a Belgian man who did this, but I'm just imagining for a black family, for a guy to show up in a helicopter once he faked his own death, they'll probably really kill that nigga.
They probably, he getting jumped at.
Like they gonna beat his ass. Like they gonna be happy that he's alive, but they gonna beat his ass. But also too though, but I'm like, if you really die, I'm probably not pulling up to your funeral though.
Yep, on everything.
You know what I'm saying? So like, you really fucked yourself up now at this point, because anything you do from here on out, you're not credible no more. So you could be in the hospital. I'm like, shit, he gonna be cool. Oh, he did? All right, bet. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be over with. So it's just like the lengths that people go to though to prove a point. Like I get that at the end of the day, people not appreciating you, but you ain't gotta kill yourself to give somebody, to give you some attention. That just means they don't need to be in your life, need to be in your circle. You don't need to be communicating with them at all. If you feel like you got to kill yourself to fake your
death.
Yeah, all right, fake your death. Yeah, to be seen or heard. Like shit is ridiculous, bro. Like, come on now.
And you hit the nail on the head too. Nah, exactly, bro. You hit the nail on the head. Like now, if something really does happen to you, we're not gonna believe you, first of all, and we might not care to the same extent because of you pulled this off. Like, what is that old tale? Like the boy who cried wolf or whatever. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? For so long, he was playing these tricks on the villagers or whatever. So now when some real shit goes down, they didn't believe him, and it was a wrap. So I don't know, man. Just certain stuff you don't play with. And maybe I'm sensitive, in the black community because, we just deal with a lot of trauma. We have dealt with a lot of trauma. So maybe in the Belgian community, they're not as sensitive to death and they look at it differently. But over here, man, with the black folks, you can't play around with that, bro. Like
and you said something perfect too, especially with black folks, bro. You said PTO.
Come on, bro.
You have a motherfucker waste their PTO on a motherfucker who faked their death. Oh yeah, that's fighting words.
God, they're gonna be hot.
Don't play with the PTO in the black community, y'all. Do not play with the PTO.
PTO is a real thing. Like
we need every single hour in this.
Black people don't even call time off, especially like older black folks too, like who really working in that warehouse, 14-hour days, shit. Like it takes a lot for them to get time off. So for them to waste that on a fake death, matter of fact, he should pay everybody who came to that funeral some bread.
Reimbursement. I need to be reimbursed.
And then some. I need some interest on top of that.
Nigga.
Hell no, bro. I know the old folks in the family were ready to beat his ass. Go over there, go Bolo and spin it. Go beat his ass. Yes, man.
I would be salty. Like the more and more I think about it, bro, I'm getting just more and more shitty. Like, bro, like why would you do that? And then the fact that like the kids helped them, y'all, like the kids literally made a post like how much they love their dad and how they gonna miss him and everything. So, all those emotions too, like people reading it and probably really getting bought into like, damn, the family, what the family gonna do, it's like a lot of stuff comes with death, man. And for you to play with that, you damn near playing with God for real.
Don't want to put no bad energy like that in the universe. Don't fuck with
Come
me like
on.
that. Don't play with me. None of that, bro.
Y'all
Like,
ass tweaking.
I'm pissed off, man. If I see
So
Buddy, he catching my fade, bro. Hey, what we got next in the Porch news, bro? Before I get pissed.
all right, y'all. So the next porch news we got is more of a porch question of the day.
Ooh,
All
let's
right. So
do it.
we were
Let's
sitting
do
on
it.
this for a little while, y'all. It's so funny because we're gonna probably have to bring it back once we get a lady on the show because we want to get their opinion. But I think it's only right we get into it and open up Pandora's box just a little bit here. So obviously, before we get into the actual question of the day, we're gonna give y'all some context. So we're gonna talk about flirting, right? But before we get into it, I think it's only right we give you guys the definition of what flirting is when it comes to what it actually means, according to the American Dictionary. So it is to behave as though attracted to or trying to attract someone, but for amusement rather than serious intent. So my question is flirting acceptable in relationships? And is there a such thing as flirting subconsciously? Meaning that is it natural to just flirt?
You bringing the heat on the pool. My man missed a week, came back with the heat, and then leaned back so I can dive in and answer this shit first. So that's a tough question. Is flirting acceptable? As a married man, I'm going to say no. But to answer the second part of the question, do I believe it's subconscious? Like it could be subconscious flirting. I'll answer that and say yes.
Okay.
Because I've seen instances where people who are in relationships, man or woman, both sides, whether at a work event or at a happy hour or what have you, and you kind of see them like just getting along a little too much with the opposite sex, just a little too friendly, and maybe to them they're just being nice, right? But subconsciously, maybe there's something about this person who they are attracted to. It might not be looks. It could be looks. It could be their personality, their power in terms of like their positioning. Who knows what it may be, to where subconsciously you're naturally acting a little nicer, a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? Just friendlier.
Body language, yeah.
Exactly. With this person. And we being real, man, people are often nicer, friendlier, etc. with attractive people. I swear, if you really just sit back and look, people are more they're easier, like they're more forgiving. They're naturally more accepting of faults, or more, just it's something about it. If it's an attractive woman or attractive man, you'll see people gravitate towards that person versus somebody who might have the same exact accomplishments as that person, but maybe unattractive, won't get that same exact love. So I do believe people subconsciously flirt, but is it technically right to do it in a relationship? I would say no. But one last thing, I don't want to be too long with it. The definition of it was really alarming to me, because it specifically says that you're doing it for amusement, not for anything serious. I never really read the pure definition of it, and hearing that makes me almost reconsider. Like, damn, like maybe we're tripping, or maybe we're just taking relationship stuff like a little too serious and taking this life stuff a little too serious, where it's like, at the end of the day, we're all humans. We all, we're people. Like, as long as the flirting is not going to anything serious, and that's what the definition is it really a problem? Like, I don't know. You got me second guessing myself now, Bolo.
Yeah, it's tough, right? Because when you read the first half, right, is to behave as though attracted to or trying to attract someone, right? So you mentioned that. You had a great point, because most people do have those conversations with people that they find attractive or that they like, yep. Right? You don't too much see people flirting with somebody that they probably don't find attractive. And then obviously for amusement rather than serious intent. So sometimes, now to answer the question, right, to kind of put context to the question. So flirting is acceptable in relationships. I don't think it is, but I do think that people do it for amusement. I do think people do it like let me make sure that I'm still like I still got it, or let me make sure that I'm still sharpening my blade where I can just have a decent conversation. And then also too, to that point, I think there's different levels of flirting. I think that people have to understand that. So you have your natural conversation, like your just dialogue of like, I can just, talk to this person and have like small talk, right? You can have that small talk conversation, like, hey, you look nice today. Hey, how's your day going? Like kind of that. And maybe the body language is playing a factor into the flirting and things like that. Then you have the second level, which is probably more of a deeper connection where now you're like intentionally complimenting them and like going back and forth with the compliments. And sometimes the compliments are a little bit more provocative, and then now the distance is a little closer when you guys are communicating. Like that's the second level. And then now the third level is the touching, right? You get the touching, laughing, haha, you hitting on the head, or you're kind of real close and very intimate space. Now that's the third level. So I think in relationships, maybe you hit the first level where you're just having a good conversation with somebody, and just subconsciously, you guys like what each other are talking about at that time, and everything sounds good. But 2 and 3 though, nah, can't do 2 and 3, y'all. I probably won't be able to come home if I get to 2 and 3. But I think it subconsciously does happen though. I don't think people even think about it. You know what I'm saying? If you just having a normal conversation, if you think somebody's just naturally attractive, I think sometimes it just you kind of just flow, and it just goes that way. So I think you do have to like catch yourself and stop, just because we're all human. You know what I'm saying?
Typically flirting is not, it's not like, hey, I'm gonna go flirt people today. Like you're not usually planning that shit. Like you said, it just kind of happens. And I've seen it on both sides where women or men, or you might be at a restaurant and at a bar, you drinking, and the waiter or the waitress might be somebody who's somewhat attractive or whatever. And you just, like you said, it's really more, the times I've seen it's been more of like amusement though. Like it's not, it hasn't been like no some
like
serious stuff.
Almost.
You just kind of, saying little stuff, just like have fun with it. Like you said, kind of to sharpen your tools, so to speak, or to test your tools and see, if you really still got it. But then you step back, you know what I'm saying? So I've seen it happen. So that's what I'm saying. Like, is it like by the book? Is it right? No. But is it that big of a deal? Also, I don't think so. As long as it's not going to like the physical, it's not getting to
the
that
second, third level. Like the first level is cool. Like if you just having like a cool conversation with somebody, right? Because sometimes too, like I can literally just have like a very like straightforward conversation with somebody, not even talking about myself, or she's not talking about her. And a lot of people probably will mislead that for it being like a flirtatious moment, even though you're just having a straight conversation. Because sometimes people do mislead, when people of the opposite sex have a conversation, it's automatic like flirting. Or
that's what I was gonna ask you next. Like, what is flirting though? Like, I know we read the actual definition, but like in the real world, like how do we define, like, because it really comes down to being subjective. It's an opinion.
1000%.
What flirting to you may not be flirting to someone else. It's times when, like, I know I'm a friendly person. I'm nice to everybody, men, women, whoever. How you doing? So like sometimes that can come off as flirty when I'm not even, when that's not my intention at all. And it's same thing with like other people. I've met women who are, some of them are more introverts, and it's like short conversation, and there's some that's super duper like, how you doing? And like, so it's like, how do you define what's flirting and what's not? You know what I'm saying? So that to me, it comes down to the intentions behind the conversations and stuff like that. But you never can really know the intentions of that person unless you just ask them straight up. So that's why it gets tricky. It's like, damn, what's flirting, what's not, what's acceptable, what's not. And it's kind of all just subjective at that point.
I agree. I think once you get past the first compliment, it's flirting.
Okay. So it's a one compliment rule.
Yeah, like, okay, oh, like you look nice today. Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. But now if I'm continuing to push that button to make you feel more and more like good about yourself or feeling happy and stuff like that, then now I'm leaning in more to like, okay, like he or she is like flirting with me. Right. Like, hey, like if I pull up to a chick and I'm like, dang, you look really nice today. Like, oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, that dress you got on really compliments your figure. You know what I'm saying? Like if whatever you say next, if you double complimenting, it automatically falls into the flirting comment. Because like she like, okay, I got you. Like I get it. that you
Right,
think I'm
right,
attractive.
right.
But now I'm gonna let you know, like you said, it's more intentional. Like it's the intentions behind it. Like the guy who's giving the message, he's gonna make sure that where I'm coming from. Even
Right.
with girls too, girls will push that button a little bit more too. But I think with women though, it's a little bit different because I think women can flirt with their eyes.
Hell yeah, the
You know what
look,
I'm saying?
the
Because
look.
like women nowadays, it may be a little bit different. That's why we got to get a woman's opinion. But sometimes women are still in that old school mindset where they don't really approach guys a lot of the times,
Yep.
right? So a lot of women will give you that green light just by the way they look at you.
Yeah.
You know what
Let
I'm
you know
saying? And
that,
they'll
hey,
give
I'm
you the
what,
green
like,
light, and you
come
like,
holler at me. Yeah.
okay, cool. That's what like, okay, now I see that I can walk through that door right now. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's a lot of different variations. Like you said, it's very subjective, but I think more times than not, though, it's about if you throwing out more than one compliment, the person on the receiving end is probably gonna take it as you flirting with them.
Yep, 100%, bro. That's funny you brought that up, man. Now, girls got that power, like that
That,
little look, that smile, that whatever. Like they
or
know
maybe the
exactly.
double, like maybe like the look, boom, then the look back. I'm like, okay, bet
Sometimes
you know
sometimes
what's
the
up.
look back and then the smile. It's like, okay, now I know for a fact. Like
Yeah.
sometimes they combo some of the pieces. You know what I mean? You got to
Mm-hmm.
put it all together. So that's funny you mentioned that, man. But yeah, we definitely gotta get a woman's perspective on here because, like you said, I mean, we can only speak for really the men's side,
Facts.
from our point of view and things like that. But it's a good ass question, Bolo. I never know what you're gonna bring. You know what I mean, to the porch, and that's one
Come
that's
on.
unique, man. That definition got me shook, man. For amusement rather than serious intent. Got
Some
me over
people
here
like to
thinking,
do it
man.
just to do it. I still got it.
Yeah, man. Some people think
So
it's a game, and I've known couples too where like the dude ain't even tripping. Like if he know his girl is like out like with the other homegirls, and they know that
they
like
gonna get hit on.
they're gonna get hit on, but they be cool with their girls like flirting a little bit in order to like get a free drink. Cause like as long as they know
Oh,
like
facts.
yeah, like
Oh
oh do
my
your thing, like
gosh,
play the system,
bro.
get your free drink, and now dude don't even be tripping though, like cause he's like I know she ain't about to like she playing the
Yeah.
game, you know what I
But
mean?
yeah,
So
bro, 100%. 1,000%, bro. That shit's silly. Drinks, all that. Yep.
So nah, it's definitely interesting, man. But we definitely want to hear from y'all. Let us know what y'all think in the comments. But we want to dive into another topic, man, that's been going on. A little bit more of a serious topic, kinda. I know y'all heard about this. What is it? This submarine,
The
whatever,
Titanic,
that
yeah.
went down underwater, like a couple miles to try to see the Titanic, and basically got lost underwater. They only had like X amount of days for of oxygen. It obviously unfortunately surpassed that point, and the people there are no longer with us. It was, I
Yeah.
guess it was,
I guess it imploded.
that's what they said. It just imploded. Like just imagine just poof, be gone.
Yeah.
You know, so a lot of different thoughts behind this. Obviously, prayers up for the family members of those who were lost. But on another note, though, man, and I'm gonna say this as a black man, you will never ever, 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 ever see a black man or a black woman do some stupid shit like that.
Come on.
And I'm just be straightforward and as blunt as possible. There's certain things in the world that we do that's ignorant and crazy, I'll admit, but that's not one of them. We I don't care how rich we ever get. We do not give a fuck about
I
the
ain't doing no dumb
Titanic.
shit like that.
We can Google it. We can see pictures. We can see video. We seen the damn movie. It's a long ass movie.
But I'm just so confused that like they went down there to see it, right? So if y'all seen what it actually looked like on the inside, it's like a small ass little screen. So everybody can't really see it. Ain't like that bitch had windows where I can like, see where I'm at.
Right.
Like you're just trapped in like this small capsule and there's a small screen in the front and everybody's literally like, elbow to elbow inside. Like is everybody just taking turns going to look at the screen? Like literally in that little ass
Everything this motherfucker right there.
contact bottle.
Like what
In
the
there
hell,
tripping.
bro?
Like and I think the biggest piece too that I realize is it doesn't matter how much money you got. You know what I mean? It's nothing. I don't care if you're a millionaire, trillionaire, gazillionaire. Like, ain't nothing gonna stop you from controlling Mother Nature or like the masses, like the water and just science. Like you going down there, I mean, obviously they've done it before, so they've had some successful trips doing it before, but it's still it's risky. And they said even in the contract, they said it mentioned death like 3 or 4 times in the contract.
Hell
So
yeah, it
like
did.
anything that's saying anything that's saying like you could potentially die doing this, I'm probably gonna have to skip that mission. You know what I'm saying? It's just a send-off mission, man. So I just don't understand. Like I just hate that it had happened. You know, they lost their lives to it, but I think, you know, now people are starting to learn like, okay, even money is not going to get you out of situations like this. Like,
Yeah, bro.
you know
Like
what I'm saying?
it just don't make no sense, bro. And like I always tell people, like whenever it's my time to go, I'm telling you, like it's gonna be some regular shit. It's gonna be like a
Be some regular
motherfucking
shit.
like a heart attack, diabetes, or
Nah, for real.
like I just died in my sleep. Like you're not gonna hear Darnell was on a fucking what the fuck was it called? What is this? They was in a
Fucking
damn
contact
tube
bottle.
underwater because I wanted to see the Titanic. You're not gonna hear Darnell was fucking bungee jumping and Darnell was zip
For
lining
real.
and
For
Darnell.
real.
None of that I don't need to see that shit. Is not fun to me. What's fun to me is hanging with my family, my friends who I love, with my feet on the ground,
I
making
feel
money,
you.
eating good food, and doing that. Like these people get so damn rich that they think they're invincible and they just want to do whatever. And
I
it's
went
like I don't
I
get
went
it.
ziplining though. Ziplining wasn't bad though.
But
It's a little bit more safe. The shit's scary though, but
I
it
still
ain't
ain't
worse
doing that
than.
shit.
But just check this out though. Like I would take my chances with going ziplining. Bro, they went 12,000 feet underwater, which means that even if I fail, right? Let's just say ziplining, right? If I fail, okay, I might just hit a tree and break my fall. Maybe I break a couple, you know, I'll probably still die, right?
Right.
You know,
But
but
you got a chance.
there's a chance that you won't die. But the pressure that's weighing down on you from being 12,000 feet deep in the ocean, you don't have, it's impossible for you to get out of that shit. And then on
Right.
top of that, bro, with the capsule, you're locked from the outside. So even if you were in that motherfucker, somebody from the outside will have to turn the knob to get you out of there. So you trapped regardless. So it's nothing you could do at
Trap
that
or
point.
die, nigga.
You literally are dead. Like you're gonna either suffocate, die, sink to the bottom, whatever, or you're just gonna implode because you have to be let out from the outside.
Do
And they
you think?
lost signal with them.
Do you think they were at least able to see the Titanic before they died? Though you think they actually got
Uh,
down there and seen it? Like, what's
I
your
don't.
opinion?
I think they were close to it. But they said like the Navy's heard a big boom. When they were almost close to the Titanic. So I mean, for me, bro, I feel like they probably would have just imploded by the time they got down there.
Like just boom. So I
Like
wonder, was it like a like they was chilling, they was good, and they just boom, it just died, or was it like a buildup of like we're losing oxygen, we can't breathe? I just wonder like what those last moments were like.
yeah, and it was crazy because they lost the signal real quick too.
Right.
So nobody could
I ain't no
really know.
conspiracy theorists, but I mean, like these some billionaires. I mean, how the fuck they lose signal so quick? Like, I know y'all practiced this a couple times with some like dummies and stuff like that. There's no way you
Yeah.
just did it. So like, how they lose signal? Was this shit a setup? I don't know. I'm not trying to
I don't
conspiracy. I'm
know,
just
but you
saying
know
that shit
what? But you
weird.
know what fucked me up though?
What?
They said this shit was on The Simpsons, bro. Why the fuck something crazy that always happen, bro? Typically, it's an episode that's on The Simpsons.
I got to find this exact episode now. It's always moments, either Simpsons or Family Guy. They always
Yeah,
be having
bro.
them weird moments before.
And they said it was literally people took like submarines down there, the individual submarines down there to see the Titanic, and the oxygen was low and everything. Like it's fucking
It was
wild,
like
y'all.
specific.
Like very specific. Like I'm like, how are they like foreshadowing this type of shit? Like that's why it should be just in my brain. I'm like, man, the world is crazy. Like it's more to this shit that we don't see. You
I
know what
think
I'm
it's a
saying?
lot crazier than what we think. I think they only show us what they want to show us. I think there's a whole nother world once you get to a certain level of influence, money, power, and there's a whole bunch of
You
evil
see
shit that's
another
really
side,
going
bro.
on, bro. Like
That's a
true,
fact.
I think there's really true like devil worshippers on this earth who like proud about that shit, who got power and who just do evil ass shit. I really believe that shit, bro. It's stuff that like to
Right.
us as like just God friend people, it's like it would sound crazy. But I think people really be out here like you be hearing stories about people taking babies' blood for their skin and all types of just weird shit. Like I don't know, it's just some freaky shit going on, bro, in this world. That's why I said don't nothing. I'm not gonna say I'm a conspiracy theorist, but like wouldn't shit
That shit
surprise me
surprise
though.
you.
You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? It's not like you can't say some shit. I'm like, oh, for real? I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, it makes
Yeah,
sense.
bro.
You know what I mean?
Hey, and on another note, now we there, bro. I'm not capping to y'all, bro. And you might think I'm crazy, bro, but they said in Vegas, bro, a guy made a 911 call because he seen a strange figure in his backyard, bro. and he was like, the motherfucker was like 9 to 10 feet, bro. And he was just like, it was like a different type of creature there. And they believe, bro, it was like something from like a unknown like species. And they said a police officer actually seen it too. So my thing, bro, I ain't no conspiracy theorist neither, though. But I just think, bro, that obviously, bro, there's billions of galaxies, bro, out here, bro. We just are just one galaxy, bro. You know what I'm saying? And within this galaxy, we're planet Earth.
Right.
So, obviously there's people that are light years away. And I'm just thinking like there may be other things or other type of species on other planets that spent a long time to get here, bro. And they are finally here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they just mistakenly landed in our galaxy and they're on Earth. And, they may be more afraid of us than we are. Well, shit, we are afraid of them, but obviously they may be more afraid of us, just because they don't want to, be exposed. But I mean, small shit is coming to light, y'all. All these crazy stories we keep seeing. I just think now it's not time for to keep it a secret because so much shit is getting out and people are starting to catch on to the shit.
You got social media, you got
just tell us,
cameras.
y'all. Just tell us what's going on so I can be prepared. I ain't trying to see no motherfucker that I ain't never seen in my life in my backyard. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna fuck around, pass the fuck out. If I come to the crib and see something in the crib making noises,
Nah, for real,
making noises and shit,
I
10
think that
feet.
shit. I be thinking that shit real, bro. Like for real, just because like we only know what we know. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? We only get taught what we get taught. You know what I'm saying? So you can't tell me that after looking at all these galaxies in the entire in our entire existence in our
Right.
world, that there's no other type of creatures or beings that
I'm
that
right there
live.
with you, bro. It has to be like, I mean, and you brought it like you said, we're in one galaxy and we're just Earth, and there's other planets obviously here. I'm not against. It
There
might
might
be
be
other
other people on
fucking
other
people
planets
just in
within our
other planets.
galaxy.
But you
Facts.
mentioned another galaxy, and you're right. Like, there's so much of there's only so much of space that we can actually explore. There's only so much of fucking the water
The
that we can even
ocean.
explore. The
Facts.
ocean.
It's untapped.
There's
It's
so much shit
untapped
that we don't know
territory.
down there. It could be fucking sea monsters, all types of animals that live at the very, very bottom that we just can't get
Like
to.
the deepest of the depths of the ocean. Like
It's probably some real shit down there, bro. Like some
yeah,
big,
bro.
like some
It's wild you say that
dragons down
because
there.
bro, they said it's like over like a million different like animals, insects, and mammals and stuff that have never been discovered because nobody has the means to find these specific type of creatures. So new people, new animals and new creatures are being seen almost every day, bro. Which is crazy. And like I said, we don't know what we don't know. We only get information from books that somebody have created or the internet, which somebody has posted. So it's like we continue to try to educate ourselves, but to know the unknown is really unknown.
Is that a bar?
That was a motherfucking bar.
He says to
To
know the
know the
unknown.
unknown is unknown. Damn.
That's some shit you ain't never said before, right there,
I
Bolo.
ain't never said that shit. That shit just came out of nowhere. That's how you know it was a
Off the
bar.
top of the head,
Off the top of the head.
that came from the
Damn, that shit
heart.
was just crazy.
Damn, we
To
didn't
know
got
the
like
unknown is unknown. I need to
that's
write
some
that
shit
shit
right
down. I
there.
need to put that shit on a toast to you.
Toast to you. We
Damn.
we need a toast to you, by the way. People been asking about it. We ain't
I
seen one in a
know,
couple
bro.
weeks,
I
man. They
know.
be needing a weekend inspiration.
We need that weekend inspiration, bro. We're gonna get back to it, bro. We're gonna get back to it. I ain't just trying to get y'all just, it gotta hit me, y'all, and then we'll
It gotta
get
be
back on
natural.
track for
It
sure.
gotta be real, huh? It gotta be
Gotta
real.
be real, bro. Gotta be real. But yeah, man. RIP to them guys, man. And obviously too, before we transition, I I think, obviously they just kind of ruled it, it imploded, they died, they didn't discover their bodies or anything like that. So, I mean, who knows? I'm a very optimistic person, you know what I'm saying? So you never know, but I think they just kind of just stopped it and just ruled it as, they died because of the implosion. But
Bolo,
we'll see. Maybe they ended up discovering something they weren't supposed to discover in the ocean. And
Bolo, they gone, brother.
they did what they had to do. But
They gone. They gone,
yeah,
brother.
it's wild, bro. So
They gone.
yeah, don't catch me. You won't catch me on no submarine, bro. I can't even swim, y'all. So a nigga like me won't be in no shit like that. So
Man, that shit
in
crazy.
other news, my
Yeah,
bro.
man. Nah, other news for sure. Are we Chicago? What's going on in
Chicago.
Chicago, Bolo?
Man, Chicago, wow, y'all check this story out. I know y'all heard about it, man. So a woman was going into Maxwell Street Polish. So my Chicago people, if you know about Maxwell Street Polish, you know, it's a staple. You know what I mean? You get your burgers, you get your Polishes, pork chops, you know, you get anything you want from Maxwell Street Polish. So anyway, one was going there, getting her something to eat. Brung her 14-year-old son, I believe he was waiting in the car.
Yeah.
And I don't know the fullest extent as to why the two she ended up getting into an argument with the gentleman. And I don't know the entire context of why they got into altercation, but per the video, the man literally said, "Say one more thing, and you know I'm gonna knock your ass out." And I think she proceeded to say a few more things, and he did proceed to, you know, punch her. And I think he hit her maybe 3 or 4 times. And her son actually got out the car and he shot him. And the world was up in frenzy for a little bit because, you know, the boy and the mom ended up going to jail, and they ended up trying to charge the mom with murder. And then since then, they prosecutors have let the boy and the mom go scot-free. So one big thing I did see though was shout out to the people who recorded that video, because if they didn't have that video, I think mom would probably be in jail for a very, very long time. I think the video was really kind of set the stage, because the guy was literally harming her, like putting her in grave danger the way he was punching her. So in my opinion, bro, I just think, you know, and I think the world knows this too, man. You gotta protect the queen, man. You gotta protect your mom. Like your mom, you gotta protect our women. That's the biggest thing. Like we gotta protect our queens, man. So, you know, I'm not a fan of, you know, domestic violence and putting your hands on a woman who can't, doesn't have the physical strength or the means to protect herself, you know. So, you know, I think that 14-year-old just naturally reacted just to protect his mom. And I think any person, if you ask, would he do it again? Would I do it? 9 times out of 10, I'll say absolutely, to protect my family and just to make sure that nobody, you know, tries to hurt or, you know, put any of my family members in danger. So what you think about that, bro?
I'm with you 100%, man. I think the dude's a bitch. Anytime I see a dude put his hands on a woman, it just puts me like in a weird place. You know what I'm saying? You think about your mother. You think about, I know you have a younger sister. I do as well. We're both married. Like, it's just so many people that you could just imagine that woman was your relative, right? And just to see a man just beat on her. And I've seen an extended video. He hit her about 3-4 times, and it's like, bro, you're a coward.
Like,
you know?
welling on her, y'all. Like, if y'all didn't see the video, like I'm talking about, he cocking back, y'all. And like they didn't really show the full extent of like him like landing but you can just hear the fist to the skin.
Yeah.
It was just egregious, y'all. Like it was literally like he was literally landing every punch like hard.
And I don't care what she said, or there's no excuse. I don't care if the argument has something to do with her. There's no reason ever that you should go to that extent to start punching her. You could have walked away. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was trying to act hard and say another word. I'm like, why are you threatening this woman, this black woman on top of that? You know what I mean? You as a young black man, like, you got a mother, you got some type of womanly figures in your life. And for you to just be on somebody else, like, I have no sympathy for him at all. I do have sympathy for his family. I heard he has two daughters, so it's not their fault. So I do have sympathy for them. But it's his decision. He put himself in a stupid position, a vulnerable position. He wasn't thinking about his daughters at the time. He wasn't thinking about his family at the time. And these are the results. 14-year-old boy, shout out to you for having the courage, step up to the plate. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that could take it ain't easy to just go shoot somebody and kill nobody. I don't care. We all could talk about it, what we would do, but until you actually in that position to do it, man, this is different. You know, for him to just step up and do that and protect his mother, kudos to him. Kudos to the justice system to make sure that they're not, you know, serving life and having extended jail time. Shout out to people who were recording. My only little comment is I wonder, was one of those people recording a man though? I think it was, and I feel like as a man you could have went over there and separated the situation. I get not trying to be in involve in people's stuff, but like he's beating this woman. Like just, you ain't gotta, I'm not saying go fight him per se, but you could have pulled him off though. That's my only little nugget. Maybe I'm being nitpicky, but
no, I agree 100%, man. Like, I think there's a time and place for everything. You know, obviously recording the video, it helped and it turned things around for the better. But you know, there's times to just stand and watch and times to just kind of stand in and you know, like I said, like you said, you don't have to necessarily fight the person, but you know, standing in the middle to just, you know, cause some diffusion, you know, for a little bit, you know, until she walks away. You know, I think would have just, you know, diffused the situation just a little bit. But yeah, man, we gotta do better, y'all. Like, you know, we hear a lot of instances too where you know, men, you know, are hitting women all the time, man. It's just cowardly, bro. Like for what? You know, if you know that this woman is not stronger than you know, won't hit you back, you know, won't you know, stand a chance fighting against you. Like, why would you know, overpower this person and try to beat them down? Like, what is that doing for you? And your ego? Like, it just makes you really weak as a man. So fortunately, obviously he did lose his life. And I'm just praying for, you know, his family, just because, you know, now there's somebody that has to raise his kids, and now there's 2 kids that are growing up without a father. So now we're starting that cycle again, you know, of kids growing up without fathers in the home and stuff like that. So we just got to do better. And then obviously I'm praying for the 14-year-old, just from his mental stability too, y'all, because, you know, obviously he's 14 years old. He's probably freshman in high school, got a lot of the world to see. And, you know, he had to step in and, you know, do something like that. And I bet that is going to hang around, you know, and live with them for a long time. So, you know, hopefully the man gets counseling and starts to, you know, do some damage control before things get, you know, crazy inside of his brain. So yeah, man.
Yeah.
Pray for the city.
Pray for the city, man. It's always something going on in Chicago, man. I just pray for the entire city. It's always something going on.
And summer, and it's the summertime, y'all. So y'all stay out the way. Y'all be safe, man. You know, get away from them crowds, man. Also, too, bro, I don't know if you heard or not, bro, but there are a couple people who got killed in Broad Ripple.
Oh, Broad Ripple, really?
Yeah, man. I think 2 or 3. Man, I think let me not misquote it, but I think it was like 400 or 500 people out in Broad Ripple, bro. And I think people were shooting or something. And someone ended up dying there, bro. So it's just crazy, man. It's the summertime. I know we outside, we having a good time. And the biggest thing, and it's funny, man, shout out to Will Pat, man, one of the coaches. He was talking to the kids today, and he said, man, we just live in a generation where everybody want to sit around and record. You know what I'm saying? You hear somebody shooting, you hear somebody fighting, like, be smart to go the other way. Like, get out of that energy, y'all. Like, if you see that bad energy in there, like, it's like a tornado. Like, you're going to get sucked up into that energy. You know what I'm saying? So as soon as you see a fight, I know how bad you want to see it. You want to watch it or maybe record it. Go ahead and just chop it up, walk the other way, and get out of it. Because a lot of times people who get shot in them big crowds are people who just caught in the crossfire, who have nothing to do with the situation, but maybe they were just being a little too nosy. Or maybe they just wanted to see a little bit more of what was going on and they got caught up. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead, y'all, man. Move around, man. You can live to see another day.
100%, man. 100%. Facts, man, on that one. Y'all young people, listen up. Old folks, listen up. Be smart, be safe, and get back home at the end of the night, man. So that's all that really matters, man. So
that's it. So,
and on a lighter note, Bolo, I don't know if you was tuning in, man, on some of the content we've been dropping on the porch, man. But I put out my top 5 chips of all time, and people going crazy. They mad because I put the hot popcorn on there. They said popcorn don't count as a
chip. Yeah,
they said Funyuns don't count as a chip. Like hot popcorn that counts as a chip, right?
Is a fucking chip, y'all. I ain't trying to hear none of that shit. It's potato chips. That shit in potato chip section. Exactly. I get it. Somebody said it ain't made from a potato and it ain't a potato chip. Man, blah.
Right. I didn't say potato chip. I said chip. Now, since you want to be technical, I said top 5 chips. Somebody said, I thought he was talking about the top 5 championships of all time. This brother talking about some fucking chips. They had me cracking up in the chat, man. And the people was dropping their list, man. And I think you might have dropped your list in there, man.
Fire, like, bro. My list still fire.
Did you have a problem with my top? I had the hot fries at number 1, of course. Had the hot popcorn on there at number 3, hot Cheeto Puffs at number 2, hot Funyuns and regular Funyuns number 4, and then the nacho cheese Doritos at number 5. To me, you know, the Doritos don't really get enough love, you know what I mean? Like when we talk about the best chips of all time, although they are a huge brand, they are on commercials. The regular nacho cheese Doritos just typically aren't the chips that I see people going to just go buy. Like they want to get spicy nacho, they want to get the Cool Ranch, they want to get sweet chili, all the other flavors, but the staple, the foundation,
OG Doritos.
Come on now, put some hot sauce on top of them, bro. Eat them by themselves. Eat them with a taco salad. Like eat them. I mean, they go crazy, bro. So I don't know.
They go. You got a lot of hot chips on there, bro. I mean, I'm getting a little older, man, so I can't really be stomaching all them hot ass chips, man, for
I'm
real.
only 29, so I don't know about you.
You're right. You knocking on 30 though.
I'm in my 20s. I'm in my 20s.
You knocking. You
Somebody
knocking,
asked
my
me, Big
bro.
Smitty, how old are you, Big Smitty? I'm in my 20s.
I'm in my 20s.
That's all that matters.
It's a fact. That's a fact, though. Shit, I'm
Yeah.
in my 30s, but shit, we're gonna make it look good though. See how to get the goatee too.
I see the goatee, man. You looking younger too, boy. You look about 26.
You know what I'm saying? I'll take it, bro. I'll take it. Once you get over 25, bro, I'm 25 every day.
Yeah.
I'll take it, bro. So my chips, bro, I'm gonna let y'all know, Porch family. I had Flaming Hot Cheetos. Obviously, them the OGs. Like grew up, can't really ever get rid of Flaming Hot Cheetos, y'all. Number 4 was my Grippos. All right, for my people who don't know nothing about Grippos, it's more of a Midwest thing, man. But the chips are moist. They good. This barbecue. It got a little spice to them, y'all. And it's just finger licking good, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all. Check out Grippos. Number 3 is Funyuns. Funyuns is OG staple, y'all. Like you got it's hot Funyuns, regular Funyuns. Funyuns are Funyuns, y'all. It's just really good. Goes with anything. Great snack. The cheddar and sour cream ruffles. All right. Them are fire, y'all. Especially don't go ahead and get some dip with them. If you get the dip with it too.
The ranch dip?
Come on, my bro. Absolutely. You know it. The ruffles with the ranch dip, y'all, do numbers. Do numbers. You know what I'm saying? And then obviously, I'm gonna go with the OG Doritos, but I'm gonna go with the spicy nacho. Spicy nacho is definitely a game changer. And then somebody in the comments, though, shout out to y'all. I wish I could find your name because I'll shout you out. But my 6 man coming off the bench, man, is the hot crunchy curls. Come on now,
Chicago in the building.
Hot crunchy curls. Grew up on them joints. Fire. When your hands get stained with the redness. God damn.
Them things be fire. It's like they have a unique flavor and they super hot. So you can't eat them all the time, I feel like. But when you eat them motherfuckers hit.
It's like you gotta smack them bitches.
You got to.
Like you gotta smack on them bitches.
With a Calypso or a Fanta or like some of that
big
nature.
Ass tea. The teas.
Oh,
in the can. You get
Arizona?
Arizona tea. Facts.
Drink that motherfucker. That motherfucker be fire, boy. Half and half.
On a Palmer.
Half. We going crazy with it, man.
That shit sound good as fuck.
Nah, I want it right now. I'm actually hungry right now in this exact moment.
You're always hungry, bro. It's 10
it's
plus.
7 o'clock over here. I ain't ate too much food
good really on the West Coast.
I got a headache right now. I intermediate fasted today, so all I had was water. Got home, I ate a little bit of rice, but I was busy, getting the rundown together. I'm having back-to-back calls. Man, the homies calling me, talking about woo, what's going on? Business call, FA hit me up. We got money coming in, we getting orders. Then we got the porch. Like, I'm a busy man, Bolo. I don't know what to say. Bro. I'm a busy brother.
Hey, that's one thing, bro. I mean, I'm a busy man too, bro. But I'm a prioritize a motherfucker eating. I'm gonna make that a priority. I need to get better at that, y'all. I be trying to fast too, bro. This shit be too hard though, cause like. I know my mental. I think I got a strong mental, but I think when it comes to eating, though, that's when I mentally like break down. Like once I get really hungry, like I just give in to that shit. I be hungry, y'all know what the fuck it is though. But they say when you eat sugar, it's like a drug. So like you crave more sugar and shit. Are you eat more like pasta? You know what I'm saying? Carbs and shit. You crave more carbs. So I'm gonna figure it out. But that shit is crazy. But the intermediate fasting shit though, that's definitely I've tried that shit.
That shit help you lose weight, bro. Especially
that shit work though.
You don't want to like eat good all the time. You still want to lose weight.
Give your body a chance to detox and clean it out.
Yeah, get that shit cleaned out. Get you cleaned out like a motherfucking vacuum, man. Let me end the show with this one, man. Something real random, man. I want to ask you because I was talking to my brother Drew Jack earlier today. Shout out to him. I know he went to the Jill Scott concert and like he drove to Oakland. He loved Jill Scott. That's like, so I asked him, I said, was this your favorite concert of all time? He said yes. He said a close second was Supersonic, not Supersonic, Bruno Mars and them. What's the name of the group? Silk Sonic,
yeah.
I think. In Vegas, that's a close second, but he just loved Jill Scott so much that it just, it's different when you really love that artist.
You know
what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. So it came to my mind. I want to ask you, man, what's been your all-time favorite concert that you've ever been to yourself? Think about it.
All-time favorite concert, hands down, had to be Kanye West. 2016, came to Indianapolis. He was on the rafter, and that's when he was. I mean, of course, he when rappers and stuff, or even singers and stuff, they gonna sing their classics. Kanye got a lot of classics, so he jumped in his bag. You know what I'm saying? I had a dream I would find my way to heaven. You know what I'm saying? Like just everything as it relates to, late registration, college dropout, like he dropped all that. And then he got into his bag with his new shit. But yeah, had to be Kanye West, bro.
I love that, man. I love that. So my favorite concert of all time, it was about to be the Lil Wayne concert, but it got cut short, an hour short. Wayne, I got to talk to you, brother. We got to run it back. It was my first time seeing you perform. The concert was going great. You shut it down. I don't know what happened, but we got to run that back. But because of that, my favorite concert to this point of all time will have to be J. Cole back in Indy. I think this is back in like 2014, Forest Hills Drive.
Forest Hill, I was in that bitch. That bitch.
That's what made me a J. Cole fan. It was actually rained out, so it was like a 2-hour delay. Facts. And my wife, Chanel, shout out to her. She's been a big J. Cole fan. At the time, I wasn't sold. She put me on, and the way he came through there and really broke down every single song, how it connected, and it was like a storyboard.
He came in that bitch was like, you know what? I'm gonna do the whole fucking album.
Bro, he went crazy, bro. He was sitting on top of the roof of the house and went through the whole shit, crazy. Bro. Get off my dick. Like he was going crazy in that thing. I woke up and I didn't know you was there, Bolo, man. You should have linked
up. I was in that bitch posted. I was in that bitch posted.
You wasn't lit, man.
Life. I was in that bitch lit. Rainy as fuck. I came in that bitch when Big Sean was on and shit. Big Sean performing shit was rainy, muddy and shit.
Was you in the seat or was you in the field with it?
No, I was in the field.
Oh, we was in the field for real with Tim's on.
Facts. I feel like I did have some Tim's on too. Muddy as fuck. In that bitch, singing every song.
Man.
Rest in peace, man. Uncle Phil. For real. For real. You only dog that I ever knew.
No. Man, I'm gonna be a better you.
I'm gonna be the better you.
Yeah, nah, he's in J. Cole's that motherfucker going crazy. Shout out to Cole, man.
Dreamville.
I gotta go to another J. Cole concert. He's a hell of a performer, man. He gives it his all. So
I need to make it to R&B. I ain't never been to an R&B concert though. Bro, I've never been to. I love
bro.
R&B.
You the most R&B nigga
bro.
I know, bro.
I want to go to one, bro. Like so bad. Like, but I want to damn near go to some shit where I can sing every song too, though. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Damn, this is crazy, but all the shit you be talking, all the hell you be giving me for not knowing and not being a big fan. But
I sing. I've
been to Usher in Vegas, nigga.
And he said Usher.
I've been to Ari Lennox, nigga.
Ari Lennox.
I went and seen her.
Her, you did see her.
Her is a bad motherfucker. Let me shout out her. She did the drums, played the motherfucking flute, got on the guitar, danced some. And was not breathing heavy at all. I said, this girl's amazing.
He said was not breathing heavy at all.
She was the band. Her was the band. Shout out to her, man.
Nationwide is on your side. I
don't know what they even mean, but hey, shout out to Nationwide, man. If you want to be a sponsor, man, send us that check, send us that bread. You could be a sponsor.
I think she sing that shit.
Okay. Oh, for real?
Shit. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, the new.
You thought I was just saying that shit?
I didn't know what I thought you was supposed to like, you know what I mean? Came back from Orlando. I ain't no telling what
she be singing that shit. She had a little commercial talking about Nationwide is on your side and shit.
Shout out to the BET Awards, man. Chief Keef, man, performed for the first time over 10 years. I guess he was banned from BET supposedly, but we know Tyler Perry came through.
Made it happen.
Balled it, made it happen. My man was in that motherfucker. Funny throw, pistol to his neck.
Pistol to his throat.
Gang.
Motherfucking nigga choke.
Gang. On the ground, on the floor. Someone pick him up. Take him to the mark.
Whoa, what'd he say?
I'm riding through New York. Skirt.
Finna going to New Jersey. Yeah.
Hey, Chief Keef don't get enough love, man. Chief Keef, one of the greatest rappers in Chicago history. He put y'all in on the map. He has an authentic way of rapping. I get it. I know he's not the typical bar for bar lyricist, but the man, when he was popping, he was popping. He put drill music to me. He put real street culture on the map.
Crazy.
It wouldn't be no Dirk, in my opinion. It wouldn't be a lot of these Chicago rappers without Chief Keef. He put these niggas on the map. G Herbo, all them. Chief Keef really showed. Chief Keef needs the love, bro. You forgot about Chief.
Now I'm gonna just say just from a native that there were a lot of niggas before him. Like
that
my
wasn't
nigga
popping though. That wasn't popping though.
King Louis
wasn't popping like Keith.
He was, but yeah, on the national stage though, Chief Keef had the chance to put niggas on that national stage, and once he started popping, you know what I mean, 50 got the collabing with him and shit.
Come on now.
Shit started busting, and then then you heard my nigga Dirk said, "This ain't what you want."
Come on, and call it how I see it. So this ain't what they want. And niggas don't know about Young Dirk. I've been on Dirk since like 2012 with it. Like,
yeah, for real, 2012 nigga.
You would see Dirk with the dread. I'm talking about little fade Dirk. Like
trenches.
He was really like on O Block in the field with all them.
Before it got all like commercialized. Now, you know, O Block and shit, people be always talking about this shit. It's like a tourist spot now. Like, it's still like that though. Like, don't think it's sweet, but a lot of motherfuckers come that way though, to like a touristy spot. You know what I'm saying?
I can pull up to O Block. I'll be real comfortable, real safe. I'm pretty good anywhere.
I'm probably be real, bro. Shit.
Have you seen the King Von documentary on YouTube at all?
I haven't, but my brother watched it though, and they said it's some wild shit.
I watched half of that shit, and I understand you can't believe everything, but the way this white dude broke shit down and he got facts and stuff, watch that shit. R.I.P. King Von. I ain't about to put nothing out there, but
that nigga was dangerous. He was a dangerous man.
You would never think that, like, looking at you can't read a book by his cover, bro. Like, you read a book, like, he looked like it's a regular old little, you know, hood dude, but man,
they smart as fuck.
Yeah, smart. But like, you just watch the documentary, bro. If you get bored, it's 3 hours, so don't watch the whole thing in one. But if you got like an hour and a half to watch half of it, bro, shit was crazy. Like, motherfuckers that go kill somebody and then go tweet about it right after, but tweet about it in like a hood way where you got to be from the hood to understand the lingo, and cops and stuff couldn't really decipher what the shit meant. So like, was really bragging about the shit. You know what I'm saying? So you got to watch that, man. It was what's old chick? There was a girl who be out there killing.
That was out there killing motherfuckers.
Was it K.I.?
He killed her.
K.I.
Yeah, he killed her, yo.
Supposedly. We don't. I'm just saying we don't know.
No, yeah, I know. Shit, that's why I ain't say shit. Look.
Don't give me. Don't get in Chicago. It's love, nigga. Don't get me in the. We love.
Look, I ain't look. You see, I was quiet, nigga. I'm just listening to you. What you saying, shit.
Hey, I fuck with the whole movement. And so again, I think I think it's fictional. I think, you know, it's just something interesting to watch. It's something, you know,
it's entertainment. It is
entertainment. It is what it is, man. It's something interesting to watch. That's all I'm gonna say though, man. Shout out to everybody, man. O Block, Dirk, Keith, motherfucking Lil Reese. I mean, all of them. Shout out to all of them. Man.
That's funny.
Yeah. But yeah, bro. Another good episode though, but I'm so glad to have you back. Another one in the books, man. And I'm about to go eat. You done already ate good. I
had a couple slices of pizza and shit. It was cool.
Pepperoni sausage?
Yep, facts. You know how we roll.
Jalapeno peppers? Damn, that shit's hot.
No, I ain't go crazy like that. You know, the kids, you know, I got to think about the kids too. So
putting some cheese?
Yeah, some cheese. Pepperoni sausage.
Did you dip it in the cheese though, like an extra side of cheese?
No, nigga, I dipped it in the ranch.
Crazy.
Ranch.
My mouth's watering right. Wifey here fixing something. I don't care what the fuck she feel. I'm about to
You about to tear that shit up. I already know. I'm gonna let you get that to it, bro. Hey, the Porch Podcast _ is where you'll find us on Instagram. Catch us on Caffeine. Catch us on YouTube. Catch us on Spotify. Catch us on YouTube. There's no excuses to log in, sign in, tell a friend that we on the porch. Go ahead and pull up. Always gems every time you pull up to the porch. I'm your boy B Jones. You know where to find us.
Hey, man. And y'all know what's going on, man. Hold on, real quick, though. Caffeine been tripping lately, man. Make sure y'all get y'all stuff right. I've been trying to post episodes. It's talking about I got to update some on OBS, all type of. Get your shit right. We've been grinding too hard. Get your shit right, Caffeine. That's all I'm going to say, man. But, hey, love is love. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Leave a review. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Tell a friend to the friend. Drop that damn link in your group chat so we can get more fans and more Porch followers. And, Bolo, how do we end every show?
Just make sure that the best you
is the best you, and we out. Peace.
Started on the porch, that was where it all began. Had to put in work, every day we got it in. We chased all our dreams and now they can't believe it. We make it look easy, we achieving everything we needed. Now we undefeated. If we link, no, it's only business. If we get to speak and leave them speechless. I did things for free, but now it costs to see me. When you see me, you ain't gotta greet me. Just don't plot to sneak me. I'ma see it, I'ma stop and watch you lose and get defeated. What do we bleed? Came from the jungle, we humble but hungry and hunting to feed. People don't want us to leave. They love us and rush to the bus when we run in the streets, thinking we stunning the sea. We came from nothing to something, now up in the lead. Now we ain't coming in peace, hunting for blood and to crush everyone in the league. We got a reason, we put in work every day of the week, every month. on the scene. Call us outcasts, we so fresh and so clean. Ain't about cash, please don't ask for a meeting. Just hit the stoop out the spaz on the beat. Nah, it ain't rude if you ask for the feet. Just play it cool when I tax you the fee. We need a pool in the back with a cord and a board that gon' jump off and splash for the heat. Live for the day, cause the past can determine the future or where you gon' actually be. Keep staying present, our presence a blessing. It's all that we have and we actually need. I'm taking action with passion, detaching the ones who keep acting attached to leech. I am no pastor, but actually preaching. Look up these lyrics and actually read. That was where it all began. Had to put in work, every day we got it in. We chased all our dreams and now they can't believe it. We make it look easy, we achieving everything we needed. Now we undefeated. If we link, no, it's only business. If we get to speak and leave them speechless. I did things for free, but now it costs to see me. When you see me, you ain't gotta greet me. Just don't plot to sneak me. I'ma see it, I'ma stop and watch you lose and get defeated.
Presented by Bet Online.